A firebomb maniac who ignited Scotland's gang war by torching a beauty salon, linked to crimelord Mark Richardson, is the latest foot soldier nailed over the carnage. Logan Carlin, aged 24, admitted his role in the ongoing chaos sparked by a revenge plot ordered by Ross Miami McGill. Carlin was filmed throwing a Molotov cocktail through the window of the parlour in Albert Street, Edinburgh on the 6th of March this year. The business is run by Cage Richardson's partner Stephanie Dignan and was among the first properties targeted as part of a bitter feud that's been raging for months. Carlin also admitted setting fire to DB Auto Services in the city's Milton Road East. 10 days after destroying the salon, the property is owned by Stephanie's dad, Stephen Dignan, who was among those victimised by hoods loyal to then Dubai-based McGill of East Kilbride. Details of Carlin's 2 firebomb attacks emerged today when he pleaded guilty at the High Court in Edinburgh. Advocate Deputy Leanne McQuillan told the court the investigation into Carlin was part of the wider Police Scotland Operation Portalage probe into an outbreak of organised crime related to violence in Edinburgh. She said the first strike was at Belle Cheveux, a beauty salon, part-owned by the partner of a prominent member of an organised crime group. Neighbours in Albert Street told of hearing male voices and smashing glass at around 2 a.m. on the morning of the attack. McQuillan said one neighbour looked out of her window and heard another bang and shattering glass. She could see one male in the street smashing the window of the Locus, which took about 5 attempts. The local heard the hooded thug shouting, "Think you can fuck over my pals?" The alarm was raised and fire crews and cops arrived on the scene where the blaze had taken hold in the empty unit. Residents living above the salon were evacuated from the burning building, which was extinguished within 5 minutes. Carlin was later traced and material found at the scene matched his DNA. The second incident at DB Auto Services began at 5:40 a.m. on the 16th of March. Once again, glass was heard smashing by a witness who saw a male throw a petrol bomb into the garage before speeding off in a white Ford EcoSport, which the court heard had been stolen in January. Carlin was eventually snared through the discovery of DNA found in the stolen vehicle, which was traced outside the home of an associate. HMP Perth prisoner Carlin appeared via video link as he became the 4th foot soldier to plead guilty. He admitted acting with another to the prosecutor unknown when willfully setting fire to the salon, an offence aggravated by a connection with serious organised crime. Carlin also pleaded guilty to setting fire to the garage on the 16th of March as part of the astonishing underworld turf war. We told how the salon attack was filmed on a mobile phone and shared with the media as part of a campaign of violence. Hooded Carlin, dressed in black, remained calm as shattered glass exploded around his feet during the early morning assault. He points mockingly at his handiwork, then turns towards the camera as the interior of the business erupts in flames. 10 days later, Carlin was at it again as he set the garage ablaze amid rising tensions between warring drug gangs. Shocking images showed cops probing the burnt-out shell of Mr. Dignan's garage following the massive blaze. Carlin's admission of guilt comes after 3 others confessed to their role in the madness that's resulted in 62 arrests so far. Cops working under Operation Portalage are continuing to investigate a wave of firebomb plots, machete attacks and murder bids linked to the violence. We told how former Union Bears chief McGill instigated the chaos over claims he'd been ripped off in a fake chase cocaine deal he blamed on Richardson associates. Earlier this month, gunman Nicky Robertson, aged 39, admitted firing shots at the house of a close pal of Richardson, while allowing an accomplice in McGill's so-called Tamo Junto crew to film it. Robertson faces a lengthy prison sentence for the terrifying attack at the family home of Paddy Beatson. Another turf war thug, Aaron Reid, aged 27, admitted fracturing the skull of Richardson pal David McMillan in a machete attack outside the victim's home in Greenbank. Reid admitted repeatedly striking his 54-year-old victim to his severe injury, permanent disfigurement and to danger of life. He also pleaded guilty to recklessly firing a revolver at a property in the capital's Inch on the 12th of June. Jailing him for 8 years and 4 months, Lord Scots said, "Extreme acts of planned and wanton violence will not be tolerated." Since March, Scots cops have arrested scores of suspects as part of their crackdown on mob violence that included attacks on Glasgow's notorious Daniel crime family. Allies of Richardson and enemies of the Lions, we told how Lions gang duo Eddie Jr. and pal Ross Monaghan was shot dead in Fuengirola, Spain. Alleged hitman Michael Riley was extradited to face trial over the murders at Monaghan's bar on the 31st of May. The current whereabouts of McGill are unclear.